Hello, and welcome back, dorks, to your one-stop shop for all things dork and collectible. Today we're going to be continuing our Lord of the Rings figure reviews with the Legolas figure by Diamond Select. Looking at the box, we get a nice window of Legolas. On the back, we get the other figures in the wave. The Gimli we've already reviewed, and the comparison with Gimli, Legolas, and the Sauron bath. On the side, nothing much else. Okay. Let's crack this guy open and take a look at him. Alright, starting things off, we're going to check out the Build-A-Figure pieces that Legolas comes with. He comes with the right leg to the Sauron Build-A-Figure. And as we looked at for the Aragorn figure, this knee will bend in at 90 degrees. Maybe a little less than 90. Not much foot articulation. Some side-to-side movement. And again, the armor pieces and all around the sculpt on the Sauron bath has me very excited. Next up for the bath pieces, Legolas does come with the right arm to Sauron with, if you can see it, we got the one ring. I really like that detail. Apparently on the Toy Biz version of the Sauron, the one ring was interchangeable, or I mean you could take it on and off. That would have been nice if they did that, but it would have been very easily lost, especially if they made it that small. And the elbow, single jointed. Looks like it's on a 45 degree, not quite 90. Legolas does come with 3 arrows. They're all the same, really flimsy material that they're made out of. You can see that there's a little bit of different paint coloration for the feathers on the arrows. Here's the 3 of them together. Unfortunately, this one's a little warped. I'll have to try and bend that one back straight. And of course, when you get a Legolas, you would expect for him to come with a bow. And overall, this bow, nice. Doesn't have to be too crazy. I love the, I guess it's like sort of inscription or design that they have going on the bow. The string, they do have an actual string in there, which is nice, instead of a hard plastic material. Okay. And that's going to do it for all of Legolas's accessories. So now that we've taken a look at all of those, let's take a look at the figure himself. Alright, here we have Legolas out of the box, and man, do I have mixed opinions about this figure. Because overall, the sculpt, the paint apps, everything like that is exactly what you would expect from a Legolas figure from Lord of the Rings. But the articulation is very lacking on what you would think would be a very articulated character. Has less articulation than Gimli, a character who you would think would have none. So, starting off, we're going to take a look at the head sculpt. Here we have, in my opinion, just like the Aragorn figure, very perfect head sculpt, looking exactly like Orlando Bloom straight out of the movies. But I hope you weren't planning on getting a lot of movement out of this guy's head, because it is extremely hindered. That is by far the most articulation you could get out of him, is the movement down. And, better yet, the only reason he's moving that far down is because his straps broke to his quiver. That is very upsetting. They could have figured something else out, instead of stuffing all of his hair in between his back and his quiver. That's what I was trying to move this guy's head around, but led to the quiver breaking. Very frustrating. On the quiver, though, this is, luckily it's deep enough for it to store all of his arrows in. that. But tell me this. Why does he come with storage for 2 daggers when the figure does not come with 2 daggers? Answer, because you have to buy another figure in order to get 2 daggers. I don't think that was the best choice by Diamond Select, but whatever. Continuing on with the articulation, we get a full 360 of the elbow, or shoulder. You can T-pose. We get not maybe exactly 45-degree bend on the single jointed elbow. We get wrists that hinge up and down. This wrist, hand right here is for an open grip for holding the bow. And then on this hand we get arrow holding hands, where he's got his fingers like that. Here we have the diaphragm, which can only turn about, you could spin them all the way around, but you would risk really getting in the way of the quiver. As far as crunch goes, you can crunch in about that much, and back, not really, he's about standing straight. For his leg movement, oh, well then. I'll be right back. Well then. Seems like you can only split him out this much, or it'll force his leg to pop out, which you guys just saw. As far as his legs go, what the heck is that? I wouldn't even count that as a single jointed knee. It doesn't even, it like bends in 15 degrees, not even 45. The Gimli figure can almost touch his bum. Like, what is this? Did they just run out of budget on Legolas and used it all on everyone else? For his foot articulation, he could kick up about that much, down more so. He does have ankle pivot. Well, as you can see, I'm really conflicted about this figure. He looks great. Does he pose well? Not at all. Okay, now that we've looked at the articulation, let's get some measurements and compare them to some other figures. Taking a measurement of the Legolas figure, he's standing just at the 7-inch mark. Here's a comparison with him next to the Sauron Build-A-Figure leg. Standing just at about chest level. Here we have Legolas standing next to the Marvel Legends Retro Card Spider-Man figure. Here we have Legolas standing next to the McFarlane Toys Black Suit Superman, standing pretty much at the same height. Here we have Legolas standing next to his Toy Biz counterpart. Unfortunately, mine is a little worse for wear, missing an arm and such. Here we have Legolas next to the other 2 Lord of the Rings figures that we've already reviewed on this channel. To be honest with you, I don't know what happened to this Legolas figure. Who okayed this? Why does Gimli have more articulation than Legolas? If you guys have any theories, let me know in the comments. As well, if you enjoyed, please don't forget to leave a like. And if you want more reviews from me, don't forget to subscribe. And I hope you have a great night.